Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we finish out our ABV Network cocktail contest and award the amazing $100 gift certificate to the ABV Network shop. My name is McNew. Please join us in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guest judges, Miss Beka Sue, Justine Mays, Tim Swaya, Wes Harden, and Bob Whitlatch.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hey, so we've got a fun show today. This is the culmination. Really, 2 years we've been doing the cocktail contest, and this is going to be the last one, at least for a while. We'll take a break. We may bring it back at some point, but for right now, this will be the last one, closing out season 2 of this thing, so the big grand finale. What you can expect tonight is it's a wild card night. People can make whatever they want, right, McNew? There was no rules or anything like that.
No rules for this one, so just all their own creativity doing. I hope they came up with some crazy things.
Yes, yeah. So you heard the big long list of judges there. So we've got extra judges this time and things like that. And then we have the super secret judge in case there's a tie. And only in the event of a tie, it goes to Bob Whitlatch. And he was voted by his peers as the person who should take that job. So we put it out there on Facebook, and that's who got voted into that role. So, Bob, what do you think about that?
It's a great pleasure to serve.
Yes, you will make one person's dream come true if that happened, and then screw over everyone else. So whether it's just one person they're tied with or multiple, so that'll be interesting. I'm almost rooting for the tie, but we'll see what happens. Of course, we can't forget that Adina Waltz has a 5-point advantage. So she's already up 5-0 over everyone else because she won the season. So season 2, she got the most wins during the year. So that culminated last month where she actually there was a 3-way tie going into it, and she won the month, so she ends up being the advantage. So she's got 5 points going into this thing, but that can go away quickly. Yes, that's good, but she has to perform tonight, so that's the key. So Adina has to come out strong. So that's kind of the plans, and I think we got a fun gig being the judges, I think, but we'll see how close it is.
It's a fun job, but it's always a hard job because they always bring us the best.
Yes.
Every time.
Watching making the cocktails and all that is actually very fun. Judging and ranking them, that's not so fun because it seems like they all do a great job of taking it seriously. So should be fun. I anticipate a great night once again. So with that, our judges, let's pour a drink traditional in Bourbon Daily style. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Wes. Wes, what do you got there?
Don't have a cork pop. I've got a little 200 milliliter bottle of a 1970s Seagram's Benchmark.
Okay. Boy, he's fancy. All right, Justine, looks like she's ready to go. What do you got there?
I have a pre-made cocktail from Detroit City Distillery that I got on their Punchki Day vodka release. It's called a Polish Daisy.
A Polish Daisy. Okay. What's like the base? Is it vodka is the base or?
Yeah, it's their Punchki vodka.
Okay.
Distilled from the donuts.
All right.
And the other ingredients are, I don't know how to say this, kochi,
okay,
vanilla, and lemon.
All right, fair enough. All right, Mr. Whitlatch, I don't know that you've done one of these before, so this is your first crack at winning a cork pop here. What do you got? You got one?
I'm drinking Yellowstone from a bottle I purchased at a National Park Service gift shop in Yellowstone National Park several years ago.
All right, that's the real deal then. Do you have the bottle there? You want to pop the cork?
The bottle's on another floor, unfortunately.
Okay. He is not eligible for the $25,000 prize we're doing today for the show.
Can you hold it a minute?
Yeah, suddenly the importance level goes up.
I'll be right back.
Yes.
I'm not sure how you were going to refill that, Bob.
Exactly. All right, McNew, what do you got?
I have some Old Foe 1910.
Full 1910. Okay, not much there, but that's our lead. Tim, this is where we're at right now. That's our lead. What do you got?
Oh, I'm all nervous. So this is the finest of events, so I'm bringing out one of the finest of bourbons. I've got a very old St. Nick, 8-year-old family estates.
Okay, new bottle it looks to be. Tim, you got to get some mic work done there or something.
The mic muffle for Tim today.
Mic muffle, yeah.
I even used the new Zoom setup that we have to turn the original sound on, and it failed.
Oh,
that was worse than Lenny would have done, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty bad.
So Becca, here's where we're at. It's just you and I left. McNew's got it right now. McNew can win this thing. So what do you got?
I've got some Wild Turkey Distillers Reserve 13-year.
Okay.
Mm.
I don't expect much. It's half gone, but we'll see. No.
Okay. That's enough to take the lead, actually. So, yeah. Not much there, but that's enough. I've got Old Foe 1920. I'm not expecting a lot either. This is a bottle that's half full, but we'll see. I haven't opened this one in a while, so that's why I'm hopeful. So let's see. I think that's enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
I think on a sad day, I'm not happy about winning that with that, but it is what it is. So cheers.
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 Salute.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll meet our cocktail contestants, and then we'll have them go through and make their cocktails. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. Danny, though, you are between Jim and Victory. What do you got?
I have an Indiana rye.
Sure, Danny.
Tumble dice.
Cumbledice. Yes, I love Cumbledice. I'm sure that's the name of the brand, Cumbledice. Sure.
Tumble dice.
Oh, tumble dice. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Freddie Mills of Ruse.
Okay. Freddie Mills of Ruse.
So we're about to pop it.
No, that was all desk is what that was. All desk, no pop. Jim wins. So Jim, you got it there, man.
Hey.
Congrats, Jim.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we have our cocktail contest finale.
Yes, we do. So I think it's important to meet everyone before we just jump in and start making the cocktails. It's something that we've done with this series. So we'll go around. This will be the order that they will be making their cocktails in. So up first is Vicki Higginson. Vicki, tell us what you're going to be making for us tonight.
So So I am making my all summer long standby cocktail because I just got home from work and I need to go pack for my trip to Seattle.
Okay.
So, but it's something that's an easy convertible recipe. This should be in your wheelhouse to make at your house anytime at the drop of a hat. Everybody loves it. You cannot go wrong, ever.
Okay, fair enough. What we can do too, you are going first, so if you need to leave after you've made your cocktail, it will not impact how you do after that, so that's fine.
So work, I'm done. I'm out. I left. Okay. I fed everybody. That's it.
You're good. You're good. All right. Mr. Rose, how are you doing, sir?
Mr. Akeley. Doing well, thank you. How about yourself?
Good. I'm doing good as well. So good to see you tonight. What are you going to be making for us this evening?
I am making a concoction that is, this being the finale, not just the finale for the season, but perhaps the finale of all finales.
Could be this could be it forever. So
I have something that will pay honor and tribute to one of our cocktail contest contestants.
Okay.
That I think that everyone will have a good time with.
Okay. Boy, that's a good tease right there. So I'm interested. Let's not introduce anybody else and get started. Kevin, go first. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. Boy, we got to wait now. So, all right. Davey Waltz, you're next.
Okay. My cocktail, I was going to pander to Lenny a little bit because I used one of whiskeys, but damn it, Lenny, you had to bail on us. But anyway,
he didn't show up. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter because it's a killer good cocktail, I might say so myself. And it uses an ingredient that you don't see in cocktails much, but you should. I'm using a wonderful Asian ingredient called miso.
Okay.
I'm using a white sweet miso for this, which happens to pair very wonderfully with American single malt. So you'll see more later.
It sounds like a bold move, but this is the kind of moves you need to make if you want to win the championship. Don't you think, Wes? A big move is something that you got to do, I think.
One way to go.
It's what makes champions. Yeah, it's one way to go. Some people say one way to go. All right. Kevin Majors, what do you have planned for us this evening?
I'm going to use, you guys know what I look like. I'm not going to be on camera. I had a makeshift setup. Okay. I am making a little drink that I call the Spring in Ohio.
Spring in Ohio. Okay.
Yeah, it snowed this morning and yesterday. We had not a lot, but it was more than we needed for spring in Ohio.
Yeah. If you're like me, and I think most people, we're kind of done with all that stuff. So let's get past that and bring a true spring and work our way into summer. Would be nice at this point. Yeah. All right, and our leader coming in tonight, Adina Ewalds, you're the favorite. So how are you doing tonight, Adina? Nervous or you're confident?
I am very nervous.
Okay.
But
that can be good though. Yeah, I think that's good.
I think I have got something that is something that I really like, and I'm hoping that everyone else does too.
Okay.
And I am going to tell you a little bit more about it when it's my turn.
When your turn. Okay. All right. Well, you will have to wait for that because you'll be the last one we're going to. But I can't wait to see what you got planned for us. So it's good. It's good. You've had a championship season. Let's see if you can finish it, though. That's the key, is to bring home that championship. All right. With that, we're ready to get started. So we'll start with Vicki Higginson. Vicki, what are you going to be making for us? And what do we got ingredients-wise in this one?
Bourbon lemonades.
Okay.
You can do a simple version. You can do an elaborate version. Obviously, you're going to start with some lemonade, which you can certainly purchase. Or if you're trying to do a no sugar, you can make your own no sugar lemonade at home with a monk fruit sweetener, maybe a little bit of honey. And I mean, that's nice because you can drink as many as you want and not have a sugar headache. Or if anybody's trying to stay off of sugar, you literally can make this a no sugar added cocktail, except maybe for the liqueur I put in it. So you got to start with a lemonade. I now have other variations. Once you have the lemonade of choice, you can just do plain old lemonade, or you can take a couple cups of lemonade, maybe even just a couple lemonade, and throw in a handful of berries, again, of your choice. So I had blueberries in the refrigerator. I like strawberries in it. Whatever your local berry is, you can do that too. And then you basically, instead of a yellow, I have a blueberry lemonade that I have here. And also, whatever you like, you can use bourbon or you can use rye. Totally up to you. Either way, you're going to make an excellent cocktail that everybody's going to want to have another one of, and everyone's going to be happy. So I do 1.5 ounces of bourbon or rye. I do a 1/2 ounce of Amaro. So Amaro Montenegro, Amaro Averna, you can use whichever Amaro that you have. Another fun thing that I like to add is a mint tincture I make here at home. Again, you don't have to add it, but you basically just take a high proof alcohol and in a jar and jam it all the way to the top with mint, let it sit on the counter for 24 to 48 hours, strain out the mint, and you have a tincture. So it's a really easy way to add the mint flavor to any cocktail, regardless of the season, regardless of what you have on the shelf in the markets or on the fridge. And so you just put maybe a quarter ounce of that in there. And then depending on your highball glass with ice, you can put in 2 or 3 ounces of your lemonade. If your lemonade's really strong, you can just do 2 ounces of lemonade and then a splash of soda on the top. And if you happen to have that fresh mint or maybe slices of lemon, then that's what you can garnish with. Give it a little stir. My ladies like soda water because then they can just keep drinking the cocktails all night long. And then that's it. You're done. And you're ready to enjoy.
It's simple.
It's easy. That's refreshing.
If you make a picture of them, then you don't have to be cocktail hostess all night long and everybody can just keep pouring them up. And I've gone through gallons.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Gallons.
Gallons. Okay. That's good. That's a good yard work one even. I mean, you're out there, cutting the grass, pulling weeds, whatever it is you're out there doing. Absolutely. So sounds like a good one for that. So
Vicki, did you use bourbon or rye in that one?
You know what? Today it was rye.
Okay. Rye. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Always a winner.
Okay.
Well done, Vicki.
Let's hear it for Vicki. Great job. And you are in the hunt. That's a good start for sure. So congratulations, and we'll see how we do when it goes to the judges. Next up is Mr. Kevin Rose. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Steve. Okay. So when I first started getting into the cocktail contest, I knew nothing about making cocktails, and some could argue that I still know nothing about making cocktails. However, I have learned a lot in the last, year and a half that we've been doing this. But when I first got into this, I got into it and decided I was going to try to make it fun and have a good time with it, and would smack talk sometimes to certain limits with Mr. Davey Waltz. And even at one point had a cocktail named after Dave. And then he returned the favor and named one after me. So in honor of this being the finale of all finales, I wanted to capture what I thought was the essence of this contest. And that was being creative and developing friendships in the process. And in this, that I feel like I've gotten to know Dave a lot better as well as Adina. But this is in honor of Dave. And anytime the band Cheap Trick comes up, Dave will always remind us of what, Dave?
They're from Rockford.
Well, Rick Nielsen lives down the street from us, and we resemble each other a little bit.
So what I've got is, I'll tell you the name at the end, but I'm starting out with a lemon head infused gin.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So basically took a few ounces of gin, put it in a glass container, put about a quarter cup of lemon heads in there, let it sit overnight. And the lemon heads basically dissolve at the end of 24 hours. They're just little bitty dots left. So I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of that.
It's like your sample you got to take into the doctor.
If it's that yellow, you may have other issues.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's the base. The gin was the gin from Stumpy's.
Okay.
And then I did a Trix cereal simple syrup.
Lemon heads and Trix already in this thing. Okay.
So and you do the Trix simple syrup. You just make a regular simple syrup. When you take it off the heat, cup of sugar, cup of water, simple syrup, take it off the heat, put 1/3 cup of Trix cereal and let it just cool, and you get this wonderful pink color. And so I'm doing 1/2 ounce of that.
Okay.
Then 1/4 ounce of vermouth.
Because it's fancy.
Because it's fancy. Thank you. You get it. And then I went with a clear absinthe because I wanted to keep the color. So just a touch of absinthe. And then we will give this a very proper shake.
Okay. Yeah, let's go down on the field. Tim, what do you think?
You know, there's a little bit of a tribute there to the Rockford Shamalama Ding Dong shake that went over there. So I was quite pleased with that. But there was definitely some Kentucky love being sent to Rockford, Illinois with that shake.
Okay,
Steve.
okay.
You know
all
it.
right.
You know, and then I've got an Old Crow glass.
All right.
That I will pour the cocktail into.
Oh, wow.
Kevin, did you wash your hands after the Ramalama Ding Dong shake?
No. Yeah, so it just adds flavor.
Okay.
And then one garnish, Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
Obviously.
Yeah. We all knew that was happening.
You put a few Pop Rocks in there. I don't know if you can hear it on over the air, but it makes a nice little noise. And then you garnish the top with a peep, and you have cheap tricks.
Oh, look at that
There you go. That's nice.
Love it.
Afterwards, you were given a dose of insulin.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, wowzers.
Wow.
Wow.
So I want to know if all the ingredients are indicative of your normal diet, Kevin, or of Dave's.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a good question, actually.
I had to figure out a way to get tricks into it. And so that's what I did. Okay. And the Lemonhead infused gin was, that was just something that I was playing around with. And I liked the flavor of it. It was a lot of fun. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Good job. Let's hear it for Kevin Rose.
Kevin.
He had some fun with it. And I think he's going to be in the hunt. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I love that.
All right. Next up is Davey Waltz. Dave, what do you got?
Okay. I have to kick my lovely wife out of the way.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my cocktail is called Miso Buena, or Miso Good, or if you pronounce it after Buena Vista, it's Miso Buna. But so I used Lenny's Deerhammer American Single Malt. And so let me talk about the miso for a minute. Miso is fermented soy, and it's used in a lot of Japanese and Asian cooking. There's miso soups and things like that. There's different levels of fermentation and color of miso. I use the white miso, or what they call shiro miso, which is very lightly fermented. It's very sweet. It's a little nutty. It's a little salty, and it brings some umami. So meaning the umami makes whatever flavors you add it to just kind of explode. So juices get bigger, any flavors, it's a flavor amplifier. So miso is very cool for cocktails because of that. And then it's also a little malty. So the maltiness of miso just goes flipping great with single malts. Because I wanted to do, and I don't know why I end up doing Deerhammer based tiki drinks, but so be it. It just happens. So what I wanted to do a tiki drink, a tiki style drink, because we're going into the warmer months and, sipping this on the patio and things like that. Tiki drinks, you normally use a darker, more funky rum, bring the funk. Well, just so happens this Deerhammer progeny is funky because it was barreled in Cultura chocolate cacao casks. So Lenny partnered up with a chocolatier in Denver and did this. So this has got a bit of funkiness, just a slight hint of chocolate. It's really different, but this works wonderfully in the cocktail. So I'm using that. I first made a hot honey syrup.
Okay.
Go in this. So I use passion fruit jam, Mike's Hot Honey, which is a wonderful stuff.
Okay. And
the miso. What the miso looks like. So in my hot honey syrup, what I have is water, the shiro miso, some Mike's Hot Honey, passion fruit jam, and some shishito peppers. In fact, you'll see it floating up in there a little bit. That's the main ingredient here, other than the Deerhammer, is the miso syrup.
Okay.
My wife even labeled it because she hates unlabeled shit in the refrigerator. And
Really?
in fact, we play a game around here called "Let's Drink This Unlabeled Thing and Figure Out What the Hell it is."
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna get to mixing this sucker.
Okay.
So first, we go with some deer hammer. We're going to go 2 ounces of the deer hammer.
Going strong on the deer hammer. 2 ounces.
This is good stuff. Lenny started making single malts before he started making bourbon and rye, and he knows what he's doing on single malts.
He definitely does. Yep.
2 ounces is equal to almost Lenny's height. Just for reference.
for reference, yes.
For reference, make sure
That's
you know
right.
that.
Then there's another wonderful thing I found in Colorado. It's Rising Sun Colorado Chili Liqueur.
Okay.
So just a little bit of that. We go with just under an ounce of that stuff.
All right. Sounds interesting.
That'll bring a little bit of a pop and a little bit more booziness to that. And then next comes in the hot honey syrup. There you go with 1.5 ounces of that stuff. Okay. And then pineapple juice, because this is a tiki drink and I think that's the law. You gotta have some
I like pineapple juice. Yeah.
I'm going to go with 1 ounce of the pineapple juice.
Okay.
Freshly squeezed out of this can.
Yes.
Then squeeze of just got a fresh lemon.
Okay.
Not getting fancy with a squeezer or anything here, but
okay.
Then 2 different kinds of bitters. So I've got the Tiki Bitters from Bitterman's.
Okay.
So a couple dashes of that.
Good friends at Bitterman's, if they want to sponsor us, just reach out.
And found a Guapo bitters down in New Orleans. This is Polynesian Kiss bitters.
All right.
They're a variation of tiki, so we're going to go with a few dashes of that. Okay. Then we're going to shake over ice.
Okay. Good tiki drink, lots of ingredients. That's always a signature tiki.
Sanitary scoop here.
He's scooping, yeah. Well, he doesn't want to get dinged.
Confirmed down here on the field, a scooper was used, Steve.
All right, all right.
Want to lose points.
Tim, be on standby. He's going to be shaking, so get ready.
I'm not going to lose points.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, you see this twist move there?
That's the Rocky Mountain shake right there. So that's what it looks like over there. And I hear this. Why do I feel there's some vigorous shaking there to a song of Two Live Crew in the back of my head? But I don't know if anybody else is hearing that too.
Right.
With the miso buena.
I think if you look close, you see he's got the sidewinder shake mixed in there too at some point. So yeah,
it's like a rattlesnake shake.
Yeah, the rattlesnake shake. Yeah.
Wanted it very good and chilled, so nice vigorous shaking there. All right, so I'm going to double strain this.
Double strain. Woo. He's not messing around this time.
In this glass here.
There was apparently an incident, hence the double straining.
Well, the miso is a little thick.
Okay.
If you got a double strainer, the drink will be lumpy.
All right. That. It's an attention to detail that I like.
Presentation's everything sometimes.
Yeah.
And down here on the floor, Adina's definitely shaking her head, saying that she doesn't want lumpy. Yeah. So that's a good sign. There's good camaraderie down here with everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
No, she's busy messaging me. Sorry.
We also messages yet.
Now, for the piece de resistance, so we have a Tiki Foam. So I got my nitrous whipper right here. This is an EC whipper. Okay. It were egg whites, pineapple juice, Grand Marnier liquor, and a couple dashes more of the Tiki Bitters. So, just you can see that on camera.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That thing is so cool. I kind of love this thing.
Whoa.
I mean, I hate egg whites, but I like this concoction.
You can do the same thing if you don't have an EC whipper. You can get one of those IKEA frothers. Those little $5 battery operated frothers do the same thing. All right, so before I garnish, bring up the heat a little bit more. I've got Mongolian Fire Oil. So we're going to do like 3 dots of that on the foam.
Okay.
3 dots and a dash.
Mongolian Fire Oil. Ooh.
Yep. 3 dots of that. And then my garnish is a shishito pepper and a pineapple.
And a pineapple. Boy, that's ready for a magazine cover right there.
This is fantastic, Dave.
That's cool. With the Hawaiian shirt in the background, that's a perfect serving photo.
I like that. It sounds refreshing and like heat filled as well. Like it just sounds lovely.
Yeah. I don't know.
Becca
Sue, what do you think here? This is tough, isn't it? They're all bringing good stuff.
These all look absolutely delicious.
Yeah. This is not fun. It started out being fun tonight.
Oh, and you blistered the shishitos. Thank you, Dave. That means you can eat the rest of them.
Were they blistered?
Oh, that's the other thing. Blister the rest of the pack so you can eat them. Dip them in some good mayonnaise. Really.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of the dots of the fire sauce on the top.
Becca got us there.
Becca's got a break in there.
Yeah.
Dave, Dave, was that foam in the shape of a peep? That's what I need to know.
Could be.
No,
it could be, though.
Okay.
For a moment.
All right. Let's hear it for Davey Waltz. Great job, Dave.
Well
Excellent.
done.
Again, Dave's got to be in the discussion here for the top spot. So it's really a good entry for sure. All right. Next up is Mr. Kevin Majors. Kevin, what do you got here, man?
Well, I'm on camera there with just hands and things.
Okay.
I'm gonna my original recipe,
Hopefully just hands, no things.
yeah, was 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 ounces of, I'm gonna use 114 proof bourbon, which everybody probably knows what that is.
We know what that is, yes.
Yeah. We're gonna use that. These are our little, contest things we won from the travel bar. What's it called? The bar to go. These are 50 milliliters, so I'm just gonna throw in there, but I am gonna measure out the cream de mint. Seems like everybody went similarly. Everybody used some similar ingredients. I'm gonna use a 1/4 ounce of cream de mint. This is the one that I made. So we're gonna toss that in there. And then we're going to use equal amounts of pineapple juice.
Okay.
And the bourbon.
Okay.
I'm not going to get deducted on the ice because my ice is already in here. Because this is a thermal shaker. So I'm not going to get deducted for that.
He's not going to get dinged. No way.
No. And then for every ounce of what do you call that stuff? The bourbons and the pineapple juice. I'm going to use 2 drops of fine cherry bitters.
Okay.
Cherry bitters.
Cherry bitters are good. Cherry bitters are good. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she said feed bitters. I'm sorry. No,
she just said cherry bitters.
Bitters.
She said cherry.
Processing.
Well, I do got feed bitters, but those are a little more on the brighter side. They're kind of like a happy cherry, kind of like a tart cherry. These bitters here are aged in bourbon barrels, so they taste more wholesome and rounded. But I'm gonna get to shaking since I was late.
Okay. Boy, down on the field, can you make a call on that one? That's tough. He's partially obstructed.
Yeah, it's. I think it's kind of a taunt. It's kind of like the show me shake. See what you can get out of it, and let's see what comes out of this thing.
Yeah, we see that a lot in Missouri. The show me shake. So yeah,
that's right.
Hey Tim, I'm up here in the replay booth, and I went and looked at that footage. You're right, but I think that's actually the Sir Mix-a-Lot double shake. I think that's what that was.
Well, my anaconda. Wow, Wes, you called it right.
Yeah, I had to look at that one again. The footage was strange, but I think that's the right call.
Okay, all right.
Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Kevin looks like
We
he's
are
ready.
gonna go back to my fly ass glass.
He definitely has a fly ass glass. Yep.
So we're gonna use that.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Pretty.
Get the foam in there from the. Did somebody say my drink looks like pee?
No.
Oh,
He's hearing everything. He's hearing everything bad. Yeah, everything's an insult.
I thought it was pretty.
It's good. That was a compliment.
That does not look like pee. And we are going to, for color, and differences, we're going to use a garnish with a freshly sliced here lime. Give us a little color change.
Incoming. Here comes the lime. Oh, a wheel. He went with the wheel.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
And then there's my drink. Here, let me see if we can get you so you can see.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
Nice.
a little foam on top, little garnish. The pineapple makes the foam. I think it's delicious and refreshing, like the snow that we had today. It was 30 degrees.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, great job. Let's hear from Mr. Kevin Majors. Yeah, everyone's bringing it. They're all good so far. So we haven't had a dud yet. So, yeah, this is the job of the judges just keeps getting worse and worse. So, I think we have enough judges. I'd like to bow out and just let the team handle it.
No, the further we get, the harder it gets.
I know, it's terrible. This is terrible. So, and of course, we still have Adina here, our regular season champion. So, Adina, what are you going to be making for us?
Okay, first of all, I have to apologize for lying to you last month.
Okay.
I said it would be my last month. I said it would be the last in my Nordic mythology series. That was
Wrong.
that was before I knew that we were doing a finale. So I am doing a drink I'm calling the Ragnarok, which is when the earth is destroyed by the natural elements, which are fire, earth, air, and water. And it kills the gods, but they can be reborn again, just like our cocktail contest can be reborn again.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
So I love spirit forward cocktails like martinis, Manhattans, that type of thing. So I said, I'm going to do one that kind of combines things that I like with the fire, earth, air, and water theme that's going to destroy our earth someday. So the first thing
I hope not.
Like it.
Okay. First thing I said was, okay, well, bourbon is a combination of fire, earth, air, and water.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought, what bourbon would be the best? And I happened to have a bottle of Neely versus the World. And I thought that would be just the perfect bourbon.
Trying to butter up a judge. Look at that.
Gold winner.
Oh.
So I have Neely versus the World. I'm going to use about 1.5 ounces of that because I have no idea what the proof is because this is an unmarked bottle.
It's like 100 and I think it's like 106.
Okay. So I've got that. Then for the fire and earth, I've got some mezcal.
Mezcal, okay.
And I'm just going to use like 1/2 ounce of that. Just enough to give it a little bit of that smoky flavor.
Okay.
Then for the air and earth, I've got some, it's Genepe de Chamois. It is a liqueur from alpine herbs grown in the French Alps.
Okay.
So it gives a little bit of the bitterness to it. So I'm going to use about 1 ounce of that. And then a couple dashes of orange bitters. Then I'm going to put it in my mixing glass, some ice.
Ready down on the field. Get into place. He's getting ready.
And I'm going to give this a good stir to help with the dilution because it is pretty spirit forward.
Okay. Tim, what do you think on that stir? It's aggressive.
There is a confidence in that stir. There's a firm wrist, knowing that she's, bringing the rain and the fire down to not only the earth with the cocktail, but definitely to the competitors. She's focused and dialed in here today, Steve.
She is, boy. She's in the zone. So, you know, you hear in sports, you hear this kind of stuff. Like Reggie Jackson would talk when he was in the zone. It was like they're pitching beach balls to him. You know, that's when he hit those 3 home runs on 3 swings. He's like, you know, the game slowed down for him. I feel like that's what's happening with Adina here. Oh, look at that. She's throwing things around. Heck yeah. She just got like cocktail, like the movie. She's flipping stuff around.
Flair bartending.
Yeah, Flair bartending. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
So, I mean, it's a nice cocktail, but of course I have to do something a little extra.
Okay. All right. She's not going to stop at that. We didn't think for a second that was over.
I'm doing another one of the hollowed out ice cube, and I have to have my lovely assistant help me with this because I don't have 4 hands.
Okay.
And if you would please start the fire.
Okay.
I'm
assistant is starting the fire. Intern Dave, as he's known around the office.
Yeah. We're doing some hickory chips because it gives it a nice,
okay,
a nice sweet, smoky flavor.
I got some smoky chips the other day. They were dried out in the desert, not kiln dried. They were dried in the desert. Ooh, that's good, Danny. I got to eat you a bag of that. I want you to try that one next time you're smoking stuff from our studio audience there. Danny's there. What's that?
What kind of wood then?
Mesquite.
Which they grow in the desert.
Desert dried mesquite. So it made a difference. I'm telling you, there's a difference.
Be real good.
Yeah.
Love mesquite.
Yeah.
So I'm putting smoke right into the ice ball that's got a hole at the top and the bottom.
Oh, look at that.
Fill it nice.
What in the heck are we watching here?
Hey, Tim?
Yeah, Tim, down on the field, we need a what the heck's that word?
Is that the smoking balls technique? Is that what that is?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, there was a Smoky Bones talks, but no, this is the Smoky Balls. We're worried that the fire alarms are going to go off down here, guys. This thing is coming in hot.
How it infuses the
Not to be confused with sweaty balls.
Yeah. No, that's on the candy side. Yeah.
No, that's for the holiday season, Kevin.
Right.
The ice is infused with the hickory smoke, so as it melts in the cocktail, it continuously adds that little bit of sweetness from the hickory. And that is my Ragnarok. So the end of the cocktail season, but it may be coming back.
Well, let's hear it for Adina Waltz.
Wow. Well
she
done.
did not rest on her laurels. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough for our judges. This is a tough spot we're in. So it's we've got 5 that we're rating. We have to rank them. So that's part of the deal. That's what you guys signed up for. That's why we signed you these long-term contracts. And So, Tim, you're going to be first. You know, you kind of just hit the highlights and then give us your ranking.
Wow. I'll tell you, offense wins games and defense wins championships. That's kind of the theme I have for the night, because we have some solid, standout, simple cocktails to make. And when I say simple, I do mean eloquent and ready to come at you that everybody can have. I got 2 examples of that. I've got 2 that are just off the charts, batshit crazy. That would be an absolute blast and party drink to see where they go. And then just this one's a tough one, Steve. I got to tell you, there's definitely some kudos going to Kevin Majors with the Bar to Go plug, for sure. During that did not go unnoticed.
Yeah, that was good.
That did not go unnoticed. And what also didn't go unnoticed to this colorblind person here is the unique colors of each of these drinks. There is a hue that does not look like urine, which is good. But there are a lot of tiki drinks, a lot of flavors here. So, with that all being said, God, I'm going to go from. I'm not saying last. I'm going to go from 5th to 1st to my final vote.
Okay, fair enough.
Because none of these are last at all.
That's tough to call really a loser or last or anything like that. Yeah,
there's nothing here. So, wow. I'm going to go.
Again, he's going reverse order. He's doing the countdown.
Reverse order. Let's go. Kevin Majors, Davey Waltz, Kevin Rose, Adina, and Vicki. Vicki, you got me on the Bourbon Lemonade. That one with the no sugar thing, I want to drink 10 of them. I thought defense wins championships on this one. You went solid. I thought you went with a really solid cocktail that's simple to make and right up to the simpleton's taste buds.
Perfect.
By the gallon, baby. By the gallon.
By the gallon. By the gallon. Okay. Okay.
I'll remember that, Tim, when you want me to bring you something from Stumpy's.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Now we begin with the threats.
It's
The
coming.
threats have started. The threats.
There it is.
There it is.
It's already started.
Yeah, it doesn't even care while it's recording, not off the air, not a threatening text to you where only you would see it. No, just right out there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's clear the room for a second and get everything. We'll take a break and then we'll come back.
Tim, that was her cocktail was about the end of the world.
Yeah.
So I think you know what to expect next.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, Justine, you're next. What did you come up with here?
First of all, I have to give everybody kudos because y'all can do things that I can't with cocktails. I love that there were simple cocktails. Like, you know, even like the finale, you think everybody's gonna just come in with just like this over the top everything. I love that there were simple cocktails. I was almost scared for a minute that Adina's seemed simple at first compared to like all of her other ones, but then of course she had to like throw in that thing right at the end just to make it like a true Adina cocktail. Definitely hard choice. I'm going to go Kevin with an I. Oh, I'm starting at the bottom too.
Starting at the bottom. Okay. All right.
Kevin Rose, Dave, Kevin Majors, Vicki, and Adina.
Vicki and Adina. Okay. All right. All right. Next up is Wes.
All right. So I want to start off by great job, everyone. It would be really nice. It would be really nice to be able to taste these because each one of those had elements that
I actually made them while they were doing it too, Wes. And you
did you?
that?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm tasting all of them.
You should be the sole judge. Yeah, you should be the sole judge.
I thought we were all doing that.
I thought we were going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I that's kind of embarrassing, Wes is saying this. But go ahead, Wes. Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to give everyone a behind the scenes here.
Okay.
So I have to base my rankings based on they're all complex in their ways. They're all very thoughtful, very well thought through. There's something to be said for having a lot of different ingredients that mesh well together. There's something to be said for simplicity, and they all have their bonuses. For me, the only way that I know how to judge it is based on the ingredients that are in each cocktail and what would fit my palate and what I think I would like. However, as we're often tricked, things that sound like we wouldn't like once we drink them, we may be different. But the only way I can do it is on paper based on ingredients. So going from the bottom up, meaning I don't want to use the word last, but in fifth place. So my rankings are Kevin Rose 5, Adina 4, Dave 3, Vicki 2, and Kevin Majors 1.
Okay. Got it, sir. All right. Next up is Miss Becca Sue.
All right. So these, I mean, I would order each one of these just to taste them in the bar because that's what you're supposed to do in a bar, correct? Like you should taste every single thing.
Yes.
And all like I loved everything about all of them. This being said, although this is my last ranking, I need Mr. Rose to know that I love Peeps.
No.
I love Peeps, McNew. Shut the fuck up. No, I was kidding. I love Peeps, and so I love the Peep floating on top. I absolutely love that. But I can't drink a lot of super sugary stuff anymore. I used to be able to, and I can't anymore. And that's the only reason why he's getting my number 5.
Okay.
If this was 5 years ago, he would have got much higher ranking. I can't drink all that sugar stuff anymore. So Kevin, you're number 5 only for that reason. The Peeps does help, but it's still number 5 for me is Kevin Rose, and then number 4 is Kevin Majors.
Okay.
And then I'm going in with Dave for number 3, although it was a toss up for Dave and Vicki for my number 2 and number 3 spot, but Vicki's my number 2. Love how simple that was. I can drink a bourbon lemonade literally all day long.
Yeah.
And then Adina, you're not just number 1 because you're using Neely in that. I like the simplicity of that, and I like that you spiced it up at the end with the really cool ice. I just really, I feel like I could sip on that. Like, I love mezcal. I do. I fucking love mezcal. And I feel like I could probably sip on that, like numerous cocktails of it. So that's my ranking. So Kevin Rose, Kevin Majors, Dave, Vicki, then Adina.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, again, just a kind of a high level overview on my thought process here. Again, the super sweet. Kevin's had there's no doubt Kevin's Rose had the best story. It was the most fun one of the evening. He won the night in terms of putting that together and all that. It was cool when he plopped the peep on there at the end. But to me, yeah, that'd be the one I would probably not even order because it's just, going in, that's over the top sweet. Kevin Majors also I felt is going to be a little bit on that sweet side. Dave's, I liked it, and boy, he put a lot of thought into it, but the miso, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm scratching my head where that's going to fit. And Vicki, I do like the simplicity of the cocktail, and bourbon lemonade is good. And you had enough twist on it too, where it wasn't just a simple bourbon lemonade. So I think you did a good job there. And Adina just brought a championship level cocktail, I thought. So that's going to be my order. So 5th was Kevin Rose, then Kevin Majors, and then Dave, and then Vicki, and then finally Adina gets my number 1 vote. All right, McNew, your last one.
Okay, so they're all lovely, as always. I was writing down notes as you guys were going. They don't help because they're all fantastic. But number 5, I'm going to go Dave. I'm not into the miso. Maybe if I were more around it more, I would be into it. Not here for the miso. It was beautiful, though, and I love a tiki cocktail, and I love everything you did with it was gorgeous. Dave's my number 5. Kevin Rose, you lost me with the peep, buddy. I was here for it. Like, I am like a kid.
The peep did him in? The peep.
I love some sweet things, but you killed me with the peep. Even though I know I could just pluck that off and set it to the side, killed me. Kevin Majors, you're my number 3. I love the use of pineapple. I love that everything you do is extra boozy. I love an extra boozy drink. So you're my number 3. Adina, you're my number 2. I love an extra boozy drink as you did. It was beautiful. It was creative. I cannot make that at home. Like, I'm going to probably blow up my kitchen trying to put smoke in an ice ball. Like, that's not going to go well for me. So, Vicki, with your simplicity and a bourbon lemonade, that's like my summer go-to. Like, that is like cutting the yard, planting flowers. And you use blueberries. I would prefer blackberries, but like you said, you can do whatever you like. Perfect, simple. It's for everybody. Vicki, you're my number 1.
Okay.
Thanks, Dom.
Okay. All right. Now it comes down to this. I will say this. Bob Whitlatch is only in the use of ties, and guess what? Everyone ended up tied for first place. So, Bob, it's all comes down to you. Don't anybody do the math. Just trust me. That's how it worked out.
Majors was in charge of the math.
Yeah. Just that's how it worked out. So, Bob, no, I'm kidding. There's no tie here. So, I'll say this. You can't kind of figure this out. Kevin Rose, you came in 5th place. Actually, Dave, you were in 4th place. And Kevin Majors, you were in 3rd place. And as we look at the voting here, Adina had 25 points and Vicki had 26. But let's not forget the bonus of winning the season.
Yeah,
that extra 5 points actually makes Adina our champion. Adina, congratulations, Adina. It was a great year. It's got to be well deserved. I mean, Adina brought it all season long.
Wow.
Creative cocktails and stuff like that. So, Adina, you are our champion. Let's hear a speech here. What would you like to say to the Academy, to your fellow cocktail drinkers, all that kind of stuff?
I would like to thank my lovely assistant here for handling the fire part tonight.
Yes. Yeah. He didn't derail you. See, if it would have been me, I would have done something so it would have blown your cocktails, because I'd try to elevate myself by keeping you down is what I would have done. I'm a terrible person like that.
I've just had a blast doing this.
Yes.
I mean, I start with some crazy idea and just go with it.
I like sampling them.
I have a tiara for you, Adina. Look.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. Are you going to break that this weekend?
I can't. Yes. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll bring that this weekend. We'll get some photos with that. So congratulations to Adina E. Waltz. She is our champion. Let's hear it for her. Let's also hear it for the rest of our competitors too. For Kevin, for Dave, for Kevin, and for Vicki. Let's hear it for them. Great job.
All season 2. Everything was just mind-blowing every month.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So a lot of fun stuff. We're not going to go through. Normally we end the show, of course, going through plugs. We got too big of a group tonight. So just, you guys know where to find us. You love us. You know where to find us. And with that, we'll say goodbye. And we'll see about the cocktail contest. We'll see how it goes. Take a little break. And if we want to bring it back, we can at any time. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. See ya.
See you, folks.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.